Well, good morning, boat friends. Hope you are having a great Saturday morning so far. We are here in Duluth, Minnesota. You can see the aerial lift bridge is just on its way to start to go up for the Arthur M. Anderson. We also have a Vista Fleet vessel that's on the harbor side. So this is going to be a really cool video because you're going to actually see the very start of the bridge going up. We have the green gates closed. You can see the Arthur M. Anderson there in the distance on its way in. Give those that are not familiar with Anderson just a quick sneak peek to show you what we are going to be looking at. A very famous vessel here on the Great Lakes, 767 feet in length. This is an old school Laker with that forward pilot house. I hear the announcement right now for the bridge. We're going to see in real time those crossbars go down here. You can see the wind. I'm going to give you an update, and there those crossbars go down. I'm going to give you a quick update on the weather. I'm going to show you a story about a shipwreck. I don't know if you've heard about that on Lake Superior. And we're going to watch this awesome ship, the Arthur M. Anderson, as it comes in to Gray Mountain Dock to offload some limestone. And let me say hello to everybody. Corey, Karen, Emma, Tersa, Chuck, everybody that I've missed. I'm just trying to pay attention to what's going on. I got the tools of the trade here. I'm going to turn on the decibel meter here in one moment. I also have that wind meter. So you know I come prepared. And there goes the aerial lift bridge up right now. It's going to go up to 135 feet. Well, let me get you caught up on a few things here before we see this vessel. Let me show you what's going on with the weather. As you can see, 50 degrees, 28 mile per hour wind gusts out of the northeast, 43 degrees with the wind chill. Feels a little colder than that, actually. This almost is where I have to transition back to gloves. Another thing that I'm adding into the mix here is a lot of people have asked about the actual water temperature here in Duluth for Lake Superior. So current temperature in the water is 58 degrees. Give you a quick peek here at the aerial lift bridge going up. Thank you again for joining the live stream. We had a lot of fun yesterday taking a look at that storm that came through. Plenty of wind, almost dress rehearsal for the gales in November that will be coming through. Here's a little bit of an appetizer for you. You have the Vista Fleet vessel going through. These are people taking a tour here in Duluth. Again, hope everybody's doing great on this Saturday morning. I see Carol, Richard. Let me go back in the comments and just try to say what's up to everybody. Ed, Brett, John, Connie, Mitch. What's up, Mitch? How are you? Scott, Matt, Angela, Michael. We got another friend from Warsaw, Poland on here. That's a perfect example of how everybody around the world enjoys looking at ships, and we all have fun doing that. As you can see, gloomy day, overcast sky for sure. I'm going to walk you over here to the green gates, and I'll show you that in one moment. Let me get you caught up quick on marine traffic. As you can see right here, we have the Arthur Anderson. I did a screenshot here a few minutes before I went live, was doing 12 knots on its way into the aerial lift bridge. That's where we are at right here. It's going to be offloading that limestone at Gray Mount. This is another quick story that I want to show you. Give you a quick shot before I show you that shipwreck story, which is really interesting. So there's your appetizer. Well, here's that shipwreck story. This is really cool, and what I'll do in the comments after the video, I'll post this link so you can check it out. So this is in the Duluth News Tribune. The Harrington is a vessel that sank on October 11th, 1923, and they just discovered it here not too long ago. So it's really, really interesting, the story. Here's a couple pictures from the dive below. Again, I'll link this. There's a sonar of that vessel at the bottom of Lake Superior, 800 feet down in the lake. And that vessel is still well intact, as you can see. So I thought that would be a pretty cool story to share and to show you here after this video. But I'm going to walk around. Want to just set the stage for you. And then we have an ocean-going vessel. If you see over in this direction, I'm going to zoom in for you. That's the Isadora. That is an ocean-going vessel that's going to be coming inbound to Duluth right now, just sitting at anchor. Let me give you up close look at the green gates, and we'll take a look at the volatility of the lake today. Oh, and I didn't even notice this. We have some surfers out there. Wouldn't you say at this point it's a 50-50 if we have a surfer out on the water? And as we always do here in the live stream, everybody that's live right now, if you want to just throw in where you at and how is your morning going, just throw in whatever you want there. Let's get everybody pumped up. Are you drinking coffee? Are you drinking tea? Are you drinking water? Who knows what everybody's doing this morning? Throw in there some fun comments. I think it'll get us all juiced up, ready to go for the Anderson. See if I can give you a sneak peek here through the actual gate. I think you can see a little bit there. Focus wasn't being too nice. Check out a couple of these surfers that are out there. They really brave the elements getting out there. Hey, that's a good point. Elizabeth is mentioning here in the live stream, can you, if you enjoy looking at the ships and what's going on here in Duluth, hit that like button, whether you are watching the live stream right now or later. If you enjoy this type of content, again, it's going to pull other individuals like us into this channel to check out the ships and what's going on in Duluth. So hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be out here having some fun. Well, let's get set up for the star of the show. The famous Arthur M. Anderson. I'm going to leave that pier in there for you too. So there'll be some people probably congregating over by it here in a moment. Little windy. I can definitely feel it. Pretty cold on my face. I'm not going to complain. Well, hey, you know what? Actually, I'm going to mention something. I told you I was not going to complain. And I did not complain in the spring, the summer. It's kind of getting, we're at fall. But guess what? That time is up. If it's 25 below zero, you got to hear your buddy might complain a little bit. I'll try to keep a smile on my face, but when it's that cold, and let's say there's a foot of snow, I'll be out here with the ships for you, but I don't know about when someone's that cold, how they're feeling, you know what I mean? I see Karen on there. How are you? See a friend is in New Jersey, 64 degrees. How many people is this their favorite ship? Arthur M. Anderson. The Anderson is really up there when it comes to people's favorite ship. Is this your favorite? Top 3, top 5? Where do you rank this ship as far as not necessarily history, but just as far as you personally? Is this up there for you? Some people aren't. I've actually seen comments where people are not too big of a fan of the forward pilot house in the old school acres. And, everybody has their own version of what they think is the best. And you can see in the distance as well, that Vista Fleet vessel that's sitting out there. Well, let me get you caught up on some facts about this awesome ship. There's Thomas. How are you? Brian, Carter. Hope you're doing good. So here you go. See, Tim is on there too. Arthur M. Anderson, built in 1952, 767 feet in length. It's owned and operated by the Great Lakes Fleet, and that's an organization based here in Duluth, Minnesota. Carrying capacity, 25,000 tons, and as I mentioned, this is fully loaded right now with limestone. Built at the American Shipbuilding Company in Lorain, Ohio. It was lengthened in 1975 by 120 feet. In 1982, converted to a self-unloader at Fraser Shipyards, and that's a business that's right behind me in Superior, Wisconsin right now. Powered by a steam turbine engine. So this is an SS, a steam ship, the SS Arthur M. Anderson. So in the distance, you hear the Vista was honking the horn. Let's see if we get a salute from. Well, that's pretty cool. So if you are a person that was on that Vista vessel, you just got. Yeah, and when I looked down at the decibel meter, I mean, it was under 100. So it was sitting at 90.2. So obviously it's further away, didn't really get that loud of a blast right next to us. But guess what? We got one. And what's kind of cool is that Vista vessel was doing a salute, and Anderson acknowledged, and then the bridge acknowledged that. That was cool, kind of a trifecta there from a salute standpoint. Before it gets close to us, I want to show you what's going on the North Pier. I did not wear my rubber boots today. Felt I could pull out those shoes. Give you a shot of the people out here on a Saturday. There's that flag. Well, here you go, boat friends. Star of the show, the Anderson, old school Laker. And for those that do not know the story, this ship is very famous to those that follow the shipping industry and Great Lakes shipping in general. This is the vessel that, if you've heard that famous story about the Edmund Fitzgerald, a ship that sank in the 70s, this is the vessel during that storm that was last in contact with Edmund Fitzgerald and also courageously went out to try to rescue any sailors that went down on the Fitz. So a lot of history here. I think all of you will agree that this definitely needs to be a museum piece when it's all said and done. Hopefully there's many, many more years left. But there is no way this ship is going to go to the scrapyard. I think all of us will come together and we're going to block that path. All of you jump in my pontoon and we're going to just block that path. There's no way we're allowing that. You can see that. Well, guess what? Just upticked. 99.6 master salute, and I think there's a decent crowd turnout. We do see a person that is up there next to the pilot house waving. You see the steering pole right there on the bow. Take a look at the communication equipment right up top there. Beautiful vessel. This is the one that's on a lot of pictures and books. Give you a full length shot of this great looking ship. And I do see an individual that's operating a piece of equipment right there, addressing those deck hatches. Let me give you the shot of it going under the lift bridge. We got a person over here coming out saying hello to the crowd. I always love noticing that air conditioning unit that they have in the window there. You know that thing isn't plugged in today. See a few more crew members out there. Take a look at this impressive boom. Stern of the vessel. Just a magnificent ship. And stick with me for a minute because we're going to go walk a little bit and we're going to go check out the turn into the harbor basin. Take a look at the crowd that's gathering. A lot of people might not have realized that it was going to be coming through, but what a heck of a ship to be able to catch if you were not expecting one. No door open down below. I love these Lakers where I'm able to zoom in and show you that rudder sticking out of the water. You can see the anchor there on the stern side, prominently displayed. You can see the name of the ship. Let me give you a full shot of this. We're going to walk, do a little people watching at the same time. We're going to go watch this turn together. Beautiful ship. Nice to get that bonus salute, though. You know what I mean? I'm going to walk down just a little further when there's a little less people, so that way I can show you the turn. I also see a bonus ship over here I'm going to show you in the distance. That is the Lake Erie. That is a vessel. Look at this beautiful ship. And one thing that I want to mention too is Chuck, I saw a comment from him. He talked about during the storm yesterday that this vessel hugged that northern shore coming down to stay safe. Try to give this a little more of a shot for you. In the distance, you can see those cranes on a vessel. That is the Lake Erie. I'll give you a quick shot of that. Going to keep my eye on that for a departure. But there you go. Famous Arthur M. Anderson. Boat friends, before you leave, please hit a like if you enjoyed this. And if you have not subscribed, do that. And one question I have for you. If you could go on any one of these Great Lakes ships, or I mean really any ship in the world, which one would it be and where would you go? So for me, as an example, I would love to go on the Paul Arthur Goethe, start out in Duluth, and I'd like to take that entire voyage that they go to Michigan. I want to do it and then double back here to Duluth. So I think everybody will have a different answer there. It'd be kind of fun to check it out. And again, it can be any ship in the world. Doesn't have to be here in the Great Lakes. Well, boat friends, enjoy your Saturday. It was fun checking this ship out with you. From a cooler Duluth, that's going to get colder. I hope you have a good one, and we'll see each other soon.